Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and friends beyond the binary, we are here, we are queer, we are full of fear because we have an anxiety disorder. I have an absolute treat for you. It is, I'm so excited. It's a best of three heroic div again, casting. I'm stoked. Oh my god. It's Kugelblitz against Rodney's imaginary friends. For those of you that don't know, well, you'll know Rodney and Snarf and Drinker. I'm so stoked. I get to, anyway. Clearly I'm starstruck over here, so don't mind me making a fool of myself. One team, Kugelblitz, are just waiting for their sub to get in the lobby, but then we'll be going. So I figured it's a good time to go over map picks and bans. So Kugelblitz banning out Volskaya, Sky Temple, Rodney's Imaginary Friends, banning out Tomb of the Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines. And Kugelblitz are taking us to Dragonshire for map number 1. Semi unrelated or related, because this is my fun. Sorry, I got distracted reading chat there. We have new emotes. It's not related to NGS, I'm afraid. So I don't want to go too much into it, but this is the first stream that I have since I've added these new emotes. So if you see them, they are there. They're potatoes. It's great. I'm very stoked, but we'll talk about them on a different stream. Feel free to use them, of course, but it looks like the lobby has filled out. I'm stoked. I'm so excited. What I lack in knowledge and ability at the game, I make up for with enthusiasm. Okay, so that's my vibe. Get behind it, please. Please? Say cast already. The game sounds so quiet on stream. Hold on. Give me a chance to fix that. Okay, perfect. Just got one of us, one of the lobby picking up some water. You don't wanna be dry playing this game. Yes, we have new emotes. Yes, from new emote, and on a scale of 1 to overly cursed, how should I present it? What do you mean? I hope everybody's doing well on this mini Friday, aka Thursday. I have had my air conditioning replaced. I live in a rental, and my landlord is just phenomenal. So, there's one of them. You found one, Ninja. I also think Valk will have an extra one, because Valk has given over 4,000 bits, and I've added emotes for different bit milestones. Yay, Ninja! Yay! I'm stoked for this. So, I actually realized while I was going through replays that me and Valk, I can't remember if it was a Storm League game or what, but me and Valk have played with Nog. The reason why it stands out, here we go, getting into draft. Shut up, psycho. And of course my stream deck is giving me problems, because why wouldn't it? Lovely technical issues. Love it. Love it. Alright, we're here. Still queer, still full of fear. I've got the teams on the right side. We're crushing it. We're crushing it. But yeah, so we played in, I think it was a Towers of Doom game with Nog on Probius. And I only realised when I casted them on Sunday, obviously there's all this talk about Nog's Probius, it was getting banned out every game. And I happened to be looking through my replays. And lo and behold, we played with Nog. And the reason why I remembered is because that's the best Probius I've ever... I had no idea Probius could do half of the shit that he was doing, to be honest. I'm just going to be leveling audio as I go. Classic. Oh my god. Ninja, that's a foot emote. Okay, Probius ban. First ban coming out from Rodney's Imaginary Friends. And then Sylvanas being banned out. See, I know a slight little bit because I'm just like a super fan of Snarf, Rodney, and Drinko. So I know that Snarf obviously plays Sylvanas. And because of last Sunday, I've picked up a little bit what Kugelblitz play too. Like Brandon on the Beatles and Uberak. I'm going to do my best to try and like write down questions for like an interview after. Junkrat ban. Coming out from Rodney's Imaginary Friends for the second one there. A Brightwing ban. Easy. Always a solid healer to ban in general, in my opinion. I was always told that, like, the best, quote-unquote, best healers on this map are ones that can help out with the camps in bot lane the best, the fastest.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Snarf locking first, picking up that Chromie. Which I'm excited to see, because I'm on a Chromie kick, but, I've only been playing 2 builds. It's inspired by the aerial foot from The Little Mermaid. Oh my god. Okay. Brandon picking up Moradin this time, no Anubrak yet. Maybe game 2. Nog picking up the Hanzo. At some point, I kind of want a team to let the Probius through so we can see Nog's Probius. Selfish of me. But yeah, let me know if the sound levels are too crazy, like the game's too loud in comparison to my voice, or the other way around. Rodney picking up the Anubrak and Asmachad on the Hogger. Last ban here coming out for Kugelblitz. Genji. Yeah, I don't know Rayvar, and I don't know Asmachad too well either. But I know Rodney plays a mean Genji, but he picked up the Anubrak. I suppose they could also switch around. Also, Rayvar could play Genji, so the ban, like, makes sense there. The hacker ban to round off. I'm going with that. The bans for Rodney's imaginary friends. Yeah, it will be fun to see Snarf's Chromie. Absolutely. I saw her play it on stream yesterday? Blaze and Anduin. So Nihilus on the Anduin, Arcane on the Blaze, which we did see on Sunday. Very competent Blaze. But yeah, chat, if you come up with any questions during the games, let me know. It will help me out in the interview of the winning team, if they want an interview. I tell you.
To my last breath.
Rayvar picking up the Tracer, drink on the Rhaegar. A healer that particularly helps on the camps in bot lane. More so than Anduin. So last pick over to Sia. I hope I'm saying your name right. What don't they have? Oh, just damage. Mage. Oh, Cassia, nice. See if any swaps happen. Does not look like it. Everybody who has locked is going forth and conquering with their pick. I'm so stoked. What is this? Is this week 3? I think this is week 3 of NGS Season 20. So, yeah, if you're just joining us, heroic game, best of 3, Kugelblitz against Rodney's imaginary friends. We are just about to get into map 1, which is Dragonshire, as picked by Kugelblitz. Hi, Anno! Yeah, I'm excited to see Snarf's Chromie. I don't see too much. I assume like the Cassia was picked up maybe because of the Tracer pickup. Help with the blinds. Wonder what build Hanzo's gonna go.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Okay. On the left side, on the blue team, on Kugelblitz, we have Brandon on Moradin, Seer on Cassia, Nihilus on Anduin, Nog on Hanzo, and Arcane on Blaze. On the right side, on the red team, on Rodney's imaginary friends, we have Drinko on Rhaegar, Snarf on Chromie, Asmachad on Hogger, Rodney on Anubrak, and Rayvar on Tracer.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fight well, heroes.
It's Beetles. The Beetles level 1 pickup by Rodney on the Anubrak too. What is in the water? What is in the water? I want to know about this. I want to know about this. Sid, yes, that is how this works. I'm making a note. Got charge out from Blaze there. Bit of a swing and a miss. Rodney out with a burrow. Nobody going down yet. And it is scatter build from Hanzo. Q build from Cassia. Well, at least, I'm not saying full build, it's level 1 pickup. That's typical for that build. And third win from Muradin too. Romy Vision. Nog hopping over that wall. Well, it's a bush, I suppose. Go cleanse out from Rodney. Rodney gets rooted though. And that is a dead bug.
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power?
Blue team drawing first blood.
Take control of the shrines.
Tracer was not with the red team there, so that might have had something to do with it. Rotating on Blaze in that top lane. Nog and Nihilus picking up their siege camp. Snarf and Drinko picking up Rodney's imaginary friend's siege camp.
Capture the shrines.
Both teams have a lot of control, like vision control. Uh-oh. We have a pause. Anyway, I was saying, both teams have a lot of vision control over that Death Dorito in the middle. You got Hanzo with the vision arrow. Muradin's also just really solid at controlling that Death Dorito too safely, because as is Anubrak, the two tanks are like the best at doing that, I think, in the tank class on this map. So they can just safely hold it, give vision, get out before they get locked down by any CC or anything like that. Give information to their team really easily, or safely, not necessarily easily, but you know. Yeah, it looks like a member of Rodney's imaginary friends is having issues. They're just going to restart really quick. Oh no. Yeah, that's kind of that's a critical issue, not being able to tap back in. Oof. I love technical, just computers. They're great. Until they don't work. And then, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely that kind of person that will just hit the thing to try to get it to work again, and that really doesn't work with computers. So, or at least so I've heard. Punishment for not respecting the 1v1 in top lane. That's what it is. Trace again all up in Blaze's face. That's funny. Yeah, Rayvar's just restarting. Yeah, so Chromie Time Walker's Pursuit at 1, Chronic Conditions at 4. Tracer rounds at 1 for Tracer. Feral Heartfall, Rhaegar at 1. Blaze is that OP that the game alt tabs you. I'll get back into this shortly. Best hero in the game. Absolutely. But yeah, if you're just joining us, sorry, technical issues. We are only 1 minute and 34 seconds into game 1. Which is Dragonshire. That explains why my stuff never works. Yeah, hitting the thing apparently it doesn't work with technology. I don't know. Used to work with my TV back in the day, but I'm just aging myself now, I think. Oh man, I remember having an aerial on top of my TV and having to like point it in particular directions to try and get a signal. So like it was always the case that I couldn't really watch like Channel 4 because I grew up in the UK. It was always the case that I couldn't really watch Channel 4, which is annoying because it's the only channel that I wanted to watch, and I could always watch Channel 5, but Channel 5 had nothing on it. So like why? It's just so useless. But like mostly now everybody's TV is like hooked up to the aerial on the house, right? I did finish my story about Nog on the Probius. Yes, right? I did. ADHD. So far, I've got one question, which is Beatles question mark. That counts as a fully formed question, interview question, right? I think so. 5 stacks on Hanzo Scatter Arrow so far. I play some music, but, you know, I don't know. I probably picked the wrong song and then cast a curse the whole series. Now is a good time to go to the toilet and whatnot, if you all haven't done that in a while. Oops. Didn't miss it. Okay. Stuff made nowadays is just too fragile. Shakes fist, old person style. It is. I agree. They don't make them like they used to. Which, for the most part, is probably a good thing, to be honest with you, but... Oh, stand up. That is a good call. You can't see me, but I'm doing it. Trust me. Ow. I'm also stretching, so if you hear something pop... Oh yeah, thanks, Ninja. If you hear something pop, probably my hip, because I'm old. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I need to figure out how to turn off chat when I cast, like chat in the game. Because then we could just sit on that window and like look at talents and talk about talents, but there's text all over it right now. I need to get good at casting. That's what it is. Have you ever tried getting good? Okay, Ravar's on the way back. He's coming back in. Okay. I swear my hip flexors just don't exist. Ow. Mockstash, hi! How's it going? We are just on a pause. We're only a minute 34 into game 1, but a member of Rodney's imaginary friends was having technical issues. And he just restarted his computer, so we're waiting for him to get back in. But this is the map situation. So Kugelblitz have banned out Vorskaya and Sky Temple, and Rodney's imaginary friends have banned out Tomb of the Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines. And the first map is Dragonshire. Thank you for the look. Appreciate you. Pickle wins. Okay, there we go. Ravos PC is also washed up. Are you saying he's washed up too? PC is also washed up. Okay, you heard it here first. Ravar is washed. I'm not doing bad. Constant headachy, sleep issues, you know, but we're fine. It's good to see your name in chat. Oh, Ravar's rejoining. I'm gonna tell Ravar that you said his PC is washed now. Oh, he's back. Amazing. I don't know if they can see Y type, but like I'm ready. I'm a ref. Oh my god, thanks, Mark. I'm not a ref, I'm just an observer, so I don't know if they can see Y type. Here we go! Rhaegar and Hog are just capping the Bruiser camp up there for Rodney's imaginary friends. Both the best tanks in the game at controlling that Dorito are doing what they do best and controlling that Dorito. Blue team channeling the objective right now. But Hog are recapped at top. Blue team are looking at this camp down here. A Nubarak rooted. Oh, actually, blue team are capping it. The Hanzo with the Cassia down here. While Brandon and Nihilus kind of keep the rest of Rodney's imaginary friends occupied on that point. Trace is still mid for red team. Weave 3 and bot. Cassia going up to mid just to match Tracer's push, but Tracer's rotating bot now. Rhaegar putting some pressure on Brandon there. Vision out from the Chromie. Red team now channeling the objective. Both teams equal on their way to 7 there. Cassia coming down from mid. Briefly a 4v3, but Tracer's on the way. Vision again. From Chromie there. A new Brett channeling the point. 7's online for both teams. A new Brett burrowing out there. Let's see. Skullcracker for Moradin at 7. Yeah, so Rodney's Beetles at 1. Under King, Subterranean Shield. 4 and 7. This time Moradin's going up to catch the soak mid. Tracer, it looks like, is looking for a sneaky rotate onto Blaze, but Blaze gets the stun off there. Caught wind of it, I think. Pulse bomb out.
Hero slain.
Oh, of course. As I swap, because I anticipate a kill because of a rotation, a kill happens in the bot lane. Sorry. Drinker going down there on Rhaegar. To Cassia. Brandon, cheeky jump, aggressive jump there over the hedge there. It looks like they did eventually. Rhaegar almost going down to that structure though there. But Arcane going down in the top lane, I do think that that means that fort will be theirs. I don't know though. Asmachad and Rhaegar looking semi-low on HP. Moradin also rotating to respond to it to try and keep this structure up here for their offlaner. Red team channeling the objective. I think Rhaegar's just gonna stay up here. I think this is gone, hey. Pulse bomb out onto Moradin. Saved the slow though. Jumped, and that is one dead Tracer. Meanwhile, red team get their siege camp out in bot. Marching down that bot lane. They are still channeling the objective until Brandon recapped that top point. Level 10's online for Kugelblitz. So far, Avatar and Dragon Arrow. Picked up for Kugelblitz. Let's see. Sia starting the siege camp for Kugelblitz. Moradin interrupting the rotation on the Anubarak through the Death Dorito. Chromie has vision of Sia doing that. Nyla's going to back him up. Brandon was in a tough spot, but not really, because, you know, it's Moradin. He's chilling. He's always got that dwarf toss. Blue team now channeling the objective. Stun out onto Tracer. Ooh, follow up from Sia, but it is Tracer. Slippery customer. Skullcracker proc there. Looks like a pickle was happening in the bot lane. It forced out Dragon's Arrow from Narg, but did not manage to save Anduin. One v 2 in bot lane right now. 2v2 in mid. Rotating on Brandon, trying to get the Moradin actually. All out from Chromie, but he does get a leap. Cocoon out from Cassia. That's a dead Cassia. Eye up. Red team channeling the objective once again. 5v4 advantage, and they know exactly where they are because of the Chromie vision. Moradin trying to stall, and did so successfully, while Arcane recaps the top. Yeah, so left team heroics, you got Avatar, Valkyrie, Bunker, Light Bomb, Dragon's Arrow, and on the red team, Rodney's imaginary friends, you have Cocoon, Ancestral Healing, Shockwave. Ooh, nice look there, but Nog sniffed it out. Despite the vision, Brandon coming in, aggressive rotation there, and there was a kill in the off lane because Trace rotated, and I was reading out level 10s instead of looking up there, my bad. Yeah, and then you've got Sticky Bomb and Slow and Sands from Chromie. With that kill in the top lane with the space created, Hogger's going to do what Hogger does best and get this Bruiser camp all by his lonesome, while Tracer just soaks that top lane. Red team will get 13 first by a smidgen. Smidgen is the official unit of measurement. Oh gosh dang it, there's going to be an ad in a minute. Sorry team. I might be able to snooze it. Let me keep trying to snooze it. Ooh, Brandon taking a lot of damage, and that Slow and Sands was really helping him to take that amount of damage. That's a dead Moradin, unfortunately. For Kugelblitz. Level 13 advantage fully online. And they were looking to do something with it. Anubrak and Hogger. See how you're going to get out? Shockwave. And that's a dead Cassia, unfortunately. You got Blaze clearing up this camp up here. If Tracer so chooses, I don't know. She might be able to rotate on that and pick him off. A little bit of a pickle going on here. It looked like Nog was in a tough spot. I'm sorry. Everything's going so quickly. I keep just missing the kill. But that did force out Light Bomb. Nihilus was trying to save the Hanzo there. Anduin was trying to save the Hanzo. Hanzo jumped over the hedge, but still went down. Red team at the same time getting their camp out. Moradin trying to stall mid. I don't know how long he's going to last though. That's a jump down, and you can't really get away from Tracer or a burrowing. Anubrak pops the Avatar, but it won't be enough. And yeah, it'll be long enough, I guess, long enough for Arcane to channel that top point and stall the objective cap for just a little bit longer. Ravar trying to annoy the heck out of Blaze there. Probably succeeding, unsure. 2v1 in the bot lane. Level 16 is almost online for Rodney's imaginary friends. Looking to get this red team do cap while pressuring Cassia down here. It is Anubrak and the Dragonite pushing up into mid. Still got 3 members of the red team in bot though. I think this has to be a dead Cassia. Slow and Sands, well, Shockwave, Slow and Sands. And the Dragonite kicked Brandon right into them, but thankfully he had a Dwarf Toss to get out there. Level 16's online for Rodney's imaginary friends. Fast Forward, Bullet Spray, Headbanger, Earthgrasp Totem, and Epicenter. And Brandon was a little bit overextended. Big Dragon's Arrow, but not a lot to follow up there. Unfortunately, Anduin did step up and got cocooned, so I imagine that's a dead Anduin, especially with Hanzo having expended that Dragon Arrow already. Tries to Light Bomb to live, but doesn't quite make it happen. Nog getting out with a jump over the wall. Level 17 now for red team. Really pulling out on the advantage. Another lock onto Seer here. Really good double stun from Rodney. Snarf following up. Woo! Cassia squeaks out. Yeah, I think blue team just needs to turtle, try and get 16. Brandon's still looking for something. Despite being down a Palantir. Okay, red team back up. Tracer's mobility really proving to be a solid pickup on Dragonshire. The rotations into Blaze really causing him some issues.
It won't be long before the shrines are ready for the taking.
Okay, level 16's online for Kugelblitz. Looks like we've got a double pull. Piercing arrows for Hanzo. Just big. Okay, blue team clearing up that camp in the bot lane while red team pick up their siege camp, and Hoggers picking up their bruiser camp at the same time. My husband is dead. The map is looking very red right now. But we'll see if 16s can do. Can turn it around for the blue team. Tracer is 2-top again. Hogger and Tracer into the blaze. 20s fast approaching for Rodney's imaginary friends. I feel like if blue team are going to do something, they need to do it pre-20. Oh, Sir doesn't have a structure to run back to. Ah, they looked a little bit split there. Nihilus getting picked off. Cocoon out onto the Cassia. I think that's going to be a dead Cassia as well. Shockwave's still up, so I imagine a Shockwave out of this maybe. Yeah. Dragon Arrow there trying to stall. But I think it only served to get Nog killed. No, Nog squeaks out again with, what is it, Natural Agility? Or is that a Genji thing? I get them mixed up, which I'm sure they would be mad about, the Shimada brothers. But, you know, here we are. Level 20 is online for Rodney's imaginary friends. So, Slowing Sands upgrade. Get stuffed. No control. Oh, I love no control. AoE Ancestral and Rewind for Anubrak. Are we looking at a rotation here? Because they are level 20 and blue team are down 2 members and a talent tier. Maybe they were, but they thought better of it. Channeling the objective. Blue team just trying to catch up on that XP. Anubrak is still sniffing though. Still sniffing. Oh, you gotta back up. Oh no. Good pull from Anduin. Oh, good Slowing Sands. If that wasn't Moradin, Moradin would be, that hero would be dead. Stunning 2 members of the enemy team. Dragon Arrow following up to stun 3. That's a Valkyrie out into Anubrak. Anubrak almost dies, but burrows out and gets a group AoE. Second pull used on Brandon. That means there's no pulls left. Bigger double stun out onto Moradin and Sia. Anduin now cocooned and encased in Slowing Sands. But red team focusing the structure down.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
So first 4 of the game. Going over to Rodney's imaginary friends. Tracer marching this Dragonite over to mid lane and we'll just back out. Blue team are still down 20. Arcane 13. Ooh, overextends a little bit. Ooh, that bunker. Perfectly timed. Uses that E to get out there. I am sorry about the ad team. But the full VOD will be available. Ad free. Red team still got this level 20 advantage. Aggressive burrow in onto Sir Brandon, getting pulse bombed. Oh my goodness. Good stun from Blaze onto Ravar. 400 HP Tracer, but Tracer backs up and gets out. Really good light bomb, but really good reactions from Asmached there to pummel them backwards. Rodney super low, still lives, burrows out somehow. Uh-oh, Snuff's in trouble on some oil. Stasises, gets out no problem. And while she's chilling in the stasis, gets a kill onto Moradin. Oh my god. Nice pummel into the, is it called Loot Horde? I'm not a Hogger person, I think that's Loot Horde. Seer trying to clean up this camp in the bot lane, so it's an uneven fight in mid. Cocoon out onto the Anduin, which unfortunately means Blaze goes down. Ancestral did not hop off fast enough though, so blue team do get a trade. Rodney going down on the Anubrak. And level 20s are here very soon. Blue team successfully keeping that mid keep up. Red team taking blue team's bruiser camp. Like it's no problem. Oh my gosh. The Cassia, like, sometimes Cassia will follow like a mobile hero in such a crazy way. Snuff and Drinko picking up that siege camp in bot lane. Hogger and Tracer getting that bruiser camp in top. And blue team just trying to Kind of a little bit of crisis management, I think. Just trying to stop the bleeding in the lanes, eh? Both teams obviously on equal talent here now. See what they can do. Rhaegar and Chromie starting the neutral bruiser camp in the bot lane. Red team channeling the objective. Easy peasy, because the lanes were so pushed, really hard for blue team to really do anything about that. With the Chromie vision, they know exactly where Brandon is. And Seer. Arcane at 13th, knock back to the core. Bring a little bit of space. Blaze hopping down to the bot lane to try and clear that camp while the rest of the team try and hold mid. I do think this keep's probably gone down.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Okay, fort goes down.
Blue team's core
Blaze getting kicked back. That's a web out onto the Anduin. Followed up with a nice borrow from Rodney, and that is 2 members of the blue team going down. Unfortunately, that's some like good control from Brandon there. Speaking of that, no control comes out. But unfortunately, the follow-up just wasn't there. And I think that's game 1 over to Rodney's imaginary friends. GG, well played, both teams. Soft hands, thank you. Here are the stats. Blaze, 170k siege damage. Tracer, 160k siege damage. What the hell? Tracer siege damage in this economy? Chromie topping the hero DPS in the game, but only just by 4k. Hanzo following up with, well, coming up second, 62k there. Here are the talents. Yeah, Beal's at 1. Finland? Sorry, I mean team. What? Ninja? Oh man, that's clearly a bit that I'm not in on because I'm too old. Okay, both Alicia and Alora are doing ARAMs, so I need to make sure I don't miss the NGS lobby. Okay, it's towers. Who picked towers? Oh, it's a Baja thing? Nice. He's trained you? Oh man, now I need to see what this is. This Finland thing. Oh, anti-entropy's in now. Kugelblitz. Amazing Alarak. So they picked Kugelblitz picking this map. So if you, yeah, so many lobby links. If you're just joining us, it is a best of 3 between Kugelblitz and Rodney's imaginary friends, Heroic Division in NGS. In terms of map bans, we got Kugelblitz banning out Volskaya Foundry, Sky Temple, Rodney's imaginary friends, abandoned Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Infernal Shrines. And Kugelblitz took us to Dragonshire first, where Rodney's imaginary friends won, and then Kugelblitz picked the map, and they went for Towers of Doom for game 2. Looks like Kugelblitz have swapped out Nog or Anti-Entropy. Looks like we are getting into it. I really need to get a notepad for these things. I'm writing on the back of like a piece of important documentation that I probably shouldn't be writing on the back of, but it's fine. Oh, it's Patrick from SpongeBob shouting it. I'm even more excited. I love SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Rodney's imaginary friends team has stayed the same, so nobody subbed in. Oh, it's a Stream Deck soundboard misclick that's stuck. I love when stuff like that happens. That's where the best bits come from. Accidents.
Towers of Doom.
Okay, are we gonna see any switch up in bans? I assume potentially not from Rodney's imaginary friends. Probius ban, I think. Yeah, you have notebooks for stuff like this. I still write in envelopes and whatever else. Yeah, I literally need to get a notebook. It's like I could write it on my computer, but I've already got the game on monitor 1 and then all the stuff to do with streaming on monitor 2. So if I get a notepad out on my monitor 2, I'm just going to forget it exists. Rodney's imaginary friends banning out that anti-entropy Alaric. Oh, actually, yeah, no, of course they won't ban Probius first pick because Nog has been swapped out for anti-entropy, so they don't need to, do they? Banning that Chromie. They saw stuff on that Chromie and were like, nope, don't want that slowing sands. Cocoon encased in slowing sands. Absolutely nasty. Second ban is Debabbles. Debablio. They're gonna ban that Anubarak. Or are they gonna try and take... Well, they don't have first pick, so... the Hagaban, okay. Solid pick. Solid ban. First pick for Towers of Doom. So Snarf can't play Chromie. Sylvanas is up. And does leave the Sylvanas open. Valor's up. Trace is up.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Snarf locking in the Queen Banshee. And Kugelblitz responding with... Well, not tank, because Anubarak's... Like, Brandon played a really solid Anubarak on Sunday. Oh, not the monkey. Oh, the monkey skin of Brightwing is just nightmare fuel. Nice. Love a Junkrat on this map. Really enables camp invades and also safe camp takes on your side in bot lane, because obviously those two camps are really important. Because they can be shot straight to the core. Nihilus picking up the Brightwing. I'm unsure of a situation really where Brightwing's bad. Right, Rodney's sticking on the Anubarak. And this time, Drinko is gonna lock in that Anduin. So we're gonna see a different healer. Never mind, we already have seen a different healer. I'm done. It's fine. It's like my stream is on a 30-second delay. I'm also on a 30-second delay. It's okay. I mean, a burrow with a light bomb on it, that's nasty. And they did not like Rayvar on Tracer, so Kugelblitz rounding out their bans with that. Last ban. Still Genji. Okay. Well, actually, it was Kugelblitz last game that banned the Genji. The rotation onto the off lane on this map, I feel like is just as important, or rather just as effective if you pull it off as on Dragonshire. So it makes sense with the Tracer and Genji ban, because obviously they can rotate and 2v1 the offlaner, and then the whole game tempo is just shot. Oh, Brandon picking up Johanna. Arcane sticking on that Blaze. So Rayvar's going to be on a different DPS. Exciting. So Asmachad was on Hogger last game. Zeratul and the Lost Vikings. That is the cruelest thing I have ever seen in a draft. That is so mean. That's so mean. Oh, Blaze, honey. Oh no. Okay, and we've got Anti-Entropy picking up the Imperius, which I think is a solid response to that. Oh my god, I'm flabbergasted. Lost Vikings. I was saying this on Sunday on Kugelblitz's cast on Sunday. Like, I feel like if you can pick and play Lost Vikings in the offlane on things like Braxis and things like Dragonshire, and obviously Towers of Doom because you have an extra body to channel the objective, then it's absolutely busted. So yeah, and then you've got Zeratul for the 2v1 rotations into the offlaner. So. Okay.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Okay. We'll introduce Red Team first. On the right side, on the Red Team, on Rodney's Imaginary Friends, you have Asmachad on 3 Lost Vikings, Snarf on Sylvanas, Rayvar on Zeratul, Drinko on Anduin, and Rodney once again on the Best Bug, Nubrek. On the left team, on the left side, on the blue team, on Kugelblitz, you have Arcane 13th on Blaze, Brandon on Johanna, Sia on Junkrat, Anti-Entropy on Imperius, and last but not least, Nihilus on the Brightwing. Oh my god, there are so many icons on the minimap. What am I gonna do? Oh, they're looking for something sneaky. I see. Oh. Red team knew about it. Johanna's D is out to avoid the root from Drinko. These are your level 1s, folks. I'm like, what is that icon? Viking Horde. Oh, wow. Anti-Entropy looking for something there with the Q. Just misses. Yeah, don't look at me to comment on Vikings play, because as is common with a lot of people, I imagine, I have no idea. All I know is that Blaze is going to have a bad time.
This bomb's for you.
Blue team's camp is out first. So they're looking to invade. And there's the Junkrat mine. And red team probably rightly so just walk away from that. Junkrat Satchel charge on the point means that blue team get both of the camps in the bot lane, but Sylvanas can, of course, turn those off. She does get speared. That's actually a two-person spear, I think. Drinko going down on the Anduin there, 1-for-0 trade in favor of Kugelblitz. Those pumpkins all went into the cannon tower and the gate. That is Rodney on the end of his spear too. Follow-up damage, but does get out with a burrow. Looks like there's a rotation happening here onto Arcane 13th. Ravar joining one of the Lost Vikings. Not quite enough damage quite yet. Stun out onto Seer, but anti-entropy peeling with that Q.
The altars will rise shortly, heroes. Be ready.
First altar phase.
Them quickly.
Imperius backing up, top off on health and mana. I'm sure his red team scale. I think they're gonna get scary. See, booping themselves to safety away from a new rack.
Forth and claim the altars in
Looks like maybe Junkrat and Imperius will try and hold this neutral one mid. Thing is, Blaze is not going to be able to cap that top left altar for love nor money into a Zeratul and a Lost Vikings.
Raven Lord will not keep me from this realm.
your
He's gonna struggle.
soon be complete. Usurper.
Blue team do channel the neutral objective mid, so aha, and Brightwing rotating onto the Blaze is actually a really good answer there. Making it a 2v2. They're still going to struggle. Vikings are cheeky little buggers, aren't they? Speaking of which, one of them just went down. Ravar coming back to threaten the channel. A great stab there from Imperius, and that means Zeratul is DED. And that top left objective goes over to Kugelblitz. 2v3 in the bot lane right now. Sylvanas backing up. Anti-entropy has rotated. Anubarak burrows away safely. Hi, Iron. I've been thinking about you. I miss you. Blue team picking up that camp real quick. Brandon backing up to get some mana. Thing is, if red team start their camp now, Junkrat can just do Junkrat things. Unless red team get the help of the Zeratul. I think, anyway. You know what? Blaze isn't like struggling as much as I thought he would, but it could just be because it's early game. Blue team looking to pick up this camp, see? Anti-entropy looking for a quick old stab, doesn't find it. But they are pushing red team back to try and get these pumpkins in. One pumpkin. That's a good stun, forcing out the pull from Drinko. Unfortunately, I cast a Curse to the Blaze, and the Blaze does go down to the Lost Viking Zeratul combo. Q out onto Balog. Balog? Is that his name? I don't even know the name of the Viking. I think it's Balog. Is Balog Eric and the other one? That means red team can safely get their siege camp, seeing that blue team have gone elsewhere to cover Blaze.
The altars have risen.
Blue team can... they're going to choose to clear that bot, or they're going to commit to objective. A Viking going down. Ooh, Rodney looking for something there, but does not quite find it. Blue team do have level 10. A good Q from Imperius out into Rodney, into a kidnap onto Rodney too. That is a dead bug, unfortunately. Asmachad does try to channel. It's Olaf. It's not Balog? Or is it Balog, Olaf, and Eric?
Bring down the Gravekeeper's core.
Okay. Blue team getting that objective. And Jim Bob. Yeah, Jim Bob. Uh-huh. Blaze knowing exactly where Zeratul is. Balog's the dude with the long sword, the blonde moustache guy. Okay, got you. Olaf is the guy with the... Okay, alright. Look at us learning. Oh, stun out onto Rhaevar there. Follow up from Johanna. But I imagine if Imperius was there, that may well have been a dead Zeratul. Oh, Junkrat. Junkrat knows. It's like, there's 3 members of the red team. This math does not work out for me. Brandon rotating. Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a sketchy rotate there for you, Nihilus. Zeratul on Imperius trying to stop him from rotating into this.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
Blue team's camp going over to blue team. That was a really good stab from anti-entropy there because Snarf had already thrown out the Banshee, but Drinko with the pull on Anduin. This bug is getting absolutely punished. That is a dead Anubrak. Eric does run like a Looney Tunes character. You are not wrong. Okay, bot structure. Arguably the most important structure in the game so far. Going over to the side of Kugelblitz, who have also locked 13 first. It's an extra shot on red team's core with that. Forgive me, level 10s on the side of Kugelblitz. You got Blessed Shield, you got Beyblade. I keep its Riptire, that's what it's called. Blink Heal, Kidnap, Wrath of that. I didn't even know it was called that. I only call it Kidnap. Wow. Bunker Drop from Blaze. And on the right side, you got Might of the Nerazim, Cocoon, Silencing Arrow from... Sorry, I'm not using the right terms. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, Lightbomb from Anduin. And whatever that is, play again from Lost Vikings. Beyblade going out onto the 14. That blue team are really trying to get these sappers in onto the core. The 3 shots there. Snarf trying to clean them up. A good Q trying to get Rodney, but he unstops it with the burrow. Rhaevar getting some chip damage out. I think, did 2 of the pumpkins go in or 1? I have short-term memory issues, so I can't remember if red team's core was at 18 or if they were at 17. Late game do cometh, yep. Brightwing when... Oh, increasing the spell armor, isn't he? That makes sense for the burst into Zeratul. Oh, is this a big rotation onto Blaze, or what are we looking for? Blaze backing up. Not giving him that. Wrath of the Angries, that's a good one. I'm gonna take that. Actually, Blaze does step up back into that. That bunker will cancel the teleport, but I think the teleport will just be on a mini cooldown in 9 seconds. Blaze getting out of that is the most important thing. Junkrat trying to hold this structure down here. Sylvanas really wanting it back. Brightwing channeling. Let me play the game, please. Yeah, yep, you are being hounded. Iron Skin out from Johanna to walk away from that. If red team choose to do so. No. Never mind. 16s are going to be online here really soon for blue team. Sylvanas desperately trying to get this structure back. Red team rotating on. The rest of red team rotating up there, but Sylvanas is DD dead with that blasted shield. But they do trade it for Arcane on the Blaze in the off lane. Level 16's online, which is, and I mean, level 16's online, Sylvanas down, so they can and should be able to push these pumpkins in the bot lane. Oh, that is a whole gaggle. That's a whole football team killing anti-entropy there. 3 shots going in because of pumpkins onto Rodney's imaginary friend's core. And blue team are opting not to try and push the rest of them in. Both teams level 16 now. Rodney picking out Junkrat, but Junkrat's like, ain't no problem. Red team are retaking that bot. Lost Vikings trying to do work everywhere else. Criterize, yeah. Criterize on 16 for Brightwing. Helps with burst.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel.
3v4 right now in the bot lane in favor of Rodney's imaginary friends.
What? I mean,
And now anti-entropy's here. Equal. I think that was a Blessed Shield onto Sylvanas, but Anduin was having none of it. Cocoon out onto anti-entropy to prevent him from doing things. That Q, even though it missed, did force out Will of the Forsaken from Sylvanas. The Kidnap, unfortunately, misses as well. So Rooted Johanna, 3-person stun into a Beyblade means two members of Rodney's imaginary friends go down. Rodney getting out with a well-timed burrow. Okay, bomb neutral altar going over to Kugelblitz. Poor Blaze up here, man. But the team are coming to support to try and cap this top left altar and make it GG. 2 of the Vikings going down. Third Viking backing up, or trying to back up, but Brandon interrupts it. Rodney low, Ravar low. Both of them go down on this top left bell tower. Sylvanas just trying to get a kill before the game ends. Does get it. Blaze goes down there, but it is GG. Well played. Game 2 going over to Kugelblitz.
Doomed to the greed.
Okay. This is what the numbers look like. Siege damage, Junkrat topping that for Kugelblitz. Sylvanas topping it for Rodney's imaginary friends. Honestly, hats off to Blaze dealing with that, because I think I would have just alt F4'd. These are the talents for y'all. Yeah, it felt like a different team. It did. It did. Maybe they just needed a warm-up. Was actually Kubo from Junkrat. Slightly different build, actually, from Rodney. He went the E at 7 last game, but swapped it for the W. At 7 here. Do I have any other questions? I don't think so. Again, chat, if you have questions, let me know. I'll offer an interview to the winner at the end. I'll try my best. Yeah, just seeing this level 1 pickup. Thank you, Snarf. Alright, let's go over to the screen that I should be on. Alright, if you're just joining us, we get it's a best of 3 and we get all 3 games tonight. Kugelblitz versus Rodney's imaginary friends. It is the heroic div of the Nexus Gaming series. Blue team banned out Vorskaya and Sky Temple. Red team banned out Tomb of the Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines. Blue team took us to Dragonshire, but red team won it. And then blue team took us to Towers of Doom, but they won it. Spicy, exciting, Zeratul Lost Vikings pick. And we're about to get into game 3, which was Garden of Terror. And I don't know who picked again. Oh wait, teams. Terran Imperius is such a good wall for Brett. Yeah. Even once Zera and Anu could dive a little more safely. Alright. So we're going to Garden of Terror, and it is Rodney's imaginary friends that picked this map. There's some joking going on in the lobby about Blaze being 2v1'd.
Garden of Terror.
Garden of Terror. What do we like on Garden of Terror? Stuff that can do camp things. Map things. Camp things, right? I don't know about you. I like picking Greymane on this map, just because he does camps. I mean, we have had Asmachad on Hogger, so I wonder if we'll get Hogger again. Yeah, you thought 2 bruises wasn't enough damage, but you were wrong. I also kind of thought that too. It's like triple frontline. But no, that Imperius. Popping off. Okay, any pivots in bans? Is Brandon gonna stick with Chromie? Tracer, okay. That obviously is a double header because Rayvar and Snuff both play that. Junkrat being banned here. Wanted none of that. They did execute it very well. The Junkrat was super fun to watch on Towers of Doom, just the camp invade strat. Every frontline comp, there was a lot of in the Captain's Clash. Oh yeah, I didn't watch any of that, should have. Heavy frontline comps are, yeah, super fun. Moradin incoming maybe from Brandon. He has played it already in this series, so it's total possibility Lee Ming getting banned out. Snuff's not allowed that one. Well, Rodney also plays a mean Lee Ming, but it looks like he's tanking it. He's on tank duty. Yeah, she'll probably take Lee Ming since it's a comfort pick. Nope. Denied. I imagine, I mean, they're leaving the Chromie up, so maybe Snuff picks Chromie. Unless blue team have a Chromie player and they're going to pick it to deny. And then Snarf, what, goes on Sylvanas? Again? Maybe? Yeah, the Johanna was clean. Very clean. Okay. The hacker made it through the draft. So Arcane 13th gets to, is off of Blaze jail. And picks up the hacker. Obviously, solid pick on this map. Massive global check, check, check. There's the Asmachad on the Hogger. Phenomenal camp taker. This map has camps galore. And again, because it's a large map, globals. Drinko picking up the Brightwing. A different healer then on the side of Kugelblitz compared to last game. So, Brandon Moradin, Johanna's up, Anubarak's up. Ah! Sia taking the Sylvanas away from Snarf. Nyla's picking up the Anna. Interesting. Interesting. What mage are they going to pick? Or are they going to Eye of Horus it? Yeah, Snarf does like Jenna. Yep, yep, yep. She does. She does indeed. And will Rodney get to play anything else other than an Uberak? Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. Mathael being banned out, and that is the final ban from Rodney's imaginary friends. So if they ban Chromie here, I guess Snarf would... Jaina. Oh, Rodney has to play something other than the bug. Okay. Choke all with the Anna. That would be amazing. Okay, Rodney, what are you gonna tank on? Oh, an ETC, and we have another global Ravar picking up Fausta. I love me some ETC is my favorite tank because as a healer, I usually, well, I say usually these days it's a bit all over the place, but playing a healer with ETC, he says the kindest things. Hell yeah! What? Brandon picking up Mal'Ganis and then Entropy on Kel'Thuzad. Combo mage with the presumably the nano from Anna. But Brandon on the Mal'Ganis, I have not seen that yet. Chromie Jaina or something crazy. Tracer's up. I don't know. No, Tracer's banned. I'm done. Lunara, of course. That's the one that I forgot. She just wants to keep us guessing, you know? Lunara's vision's obviously solid. Oh, Rodney on Uther would have been fun. Oh, yeah, it would have been. Okay, so these are the comps for the final game. Here we go. No Haymaker. No. I'm excited to see anti-entropy on Kel'Thuzad. I mean, he's obviously... I mean, he's amazing on Alarak, and I feel like Alarak's a combo hero. Yeah, as a healer, no one else appeals for you better than ETC? I don't know. I just love his voice lines, mostly. He's like, nice heal, baby. I love him. Hey, I did the red team first last time. So, on the left side, on the blue team, on Kugelblitz for the last time tonight, we have Nihilus on Anna, Brandon on Mal'Ganis, Anti-Entropy on Kel'Thuzad, Sia on Sylvanas. Is that everyone? Wait, who's on Dahaka? Sorry, Arcane on Dahaka, I'm sorry, Arcane. On the right side, on the red team of Rodney's imaginary friend, you have Asmachad on Hogger once again, Rodney on the Elite Tauren Chieftain, Ravar on Falstad, Drinko on Brightwing, and Snarfungus on Lunara. Oh yeah, extra cleanse. Good point. Oh. They don't know where Lunara is right now. Unless Brandon accidentally peeked her when he rotated there, but... 2v1 in the bot lane here. 3v1? 3v2? Nano blind as a bat, or we riot. Yep, agreed. That's a couple of stacks for Kel'Thuzad there. I'm thinking Nihilus doesn't have like too much of a threat on Anna. Anna's like obviously really... She's really vulnerable to dive. I wonder if that's what went into the Lunara pickup, because maybe Lunara goes the jumpy jump ult. Red team looking to pick up their bruiser count, but blue team are here to play. And that was a solid engage from Mal'Ganis there. Brightwing ported in and was instantly CC'd. 2-for-0 trade in favor of Kugelblitz, and they get that camp for their troubles as well. Oh! Cheeky little 3-person stun. I think it was 3 from Rodney there in the rotation for Kugelblitz. Snuff cleaning that camp up. Level 4's online. half. Well, they're about a level ahead actually, Kugelblitz, and Sia is using their trait to get some damage out on these cannon towers in top lane. First objective is going to be in the bot lane. There's a skirmish in the jungle here. Rodney getting slept. Chain's out, but nothing to chain to. Oh my god. Tell me Rodney picked Crowd Surfer. Oh my god. Christmas. Oh. Oh. Oh, I want some cheeky... Oh, I want some cheeky Crowd Surfer plays. Oh my god. Best talent in the game. The trolliest talent. Like, I love it. I love it so much. You could do... It's so fun. Oh. ETC and Mal'Ganis accidentally touching in a bush. Uh-oh. Okay, blue team. Kugelblitz got their siege camp out top. It looks like Rodney's Imaginary Friends got their siege camp out mid. Blue team want level 7 before they even think about this, don't they? And they have to clear up that camp, obviously. Well, level 7's coming on quick. This is a 2v1 in the top lane. Hacker burrowing really early. Used essence, get stunned against loot horde. Okay, walks away, no problem. Sia picking up the siege camp for Kugelblitz. Objective is still up. Ooh. Got a bunch of CC out there onto Snarf, but not quite enough damage to finish her off at this stage of the game. Yeah, they were having like a meet cute in the bush, Mal'Ganis and ETC. I ship it. Okay, that's siege camp for blue team, going up through the middle of the map. Both teams do have that level 7, and there they are for you. Objective still up. No one really cares about it. Ooh, chains. That's some more stacks. Right wing TP out onto ETC, but no heal because of that really well timed down a grenade. Some more stacks. Really solid comboing out from anti-entropy on this Kel'Thuzad. Reva and Rodney getting out, though. Snarf rotating. After getting that siege camp out, it's marching down bot lane. Oh, the hedge. The hedge just saved the first Dryad's life. But unfortunately, ETC pays the price there. Sylvanas turning that structure off, but blue team are incredibly low. Like, Brandon is in there, but not a lot of health. Snarf getting some hits in, Ravar getting that lightning rod in there, and that is a dead Mal'Ganis. All the while, this camp has been making some progress for red team in bot, and it looks like Sylvanas is rotating to clear that up. With that pick in mid, I think red team are gonna maybe think about sort of planning on capping the first seed. Violence, yes indeed. Lock. Oh no, Entropy looking to stall. Chains misses. Got level 10s online now for Kugelblitz. So we have... I thought they were going for a camp invade there for a sec. But we have Carrion, Swarm, Mind Control, Shadow Fisher, Isolation, and Nano Boost. Red team now have level 10s. With that, they're looking to invade right into a mosh, but the sleep from Nihilus was instantaneous. Anti-entropy looking super low. Snarf looking to kill him, is on 200 HP. Unfortunately, the blue team backs anti-entropy up, and that is a dead deer. Drinko getting blasted as well. 2-for-0 trade in favor of Kugelblitz, and they also get their camp in bot lane. Red team do get their camp going through mid, the siege camp here. The hacker looking to go and, you know, protect this structure in top lane while blue team do make some headway with that camp in bot lane. Rodney's Imaginary Friends, oh, you do have the jumpy jump. You got leap and strike. That looks like Holder Port. Yeah. Blink heal, Gust, and Mosh. Ooh.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
I'm looking for a 2v1 there. Didn't quite get it and backed off. The hacker dragging that camp closer to the structure. Safer clear, faster clear. Brightwing and Leonora trying to clean up this bruiser camp in bot. That leaves blue team free to go up here looking for a pick onto Ravar, who perfectly timed the barrel roll to avoid the sleep from Mal'Ganis, and a gust means he will get out no problem.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Red team have destroyed a fort. That is top lane. The hacker looking to try and get this fort down, but red team are rotating on him. And that's one dead the hacker. The hacky. Ooh. Sleep from a bush onto two members of the red team into an instant chain combo from Kel'Thuzad. Nobody going down yet, but anti-entropy in a really bad spot. Kel'Thuzad going down there. Lenora going down there. Anna gets a clutch heal out onto Seer, who's on 300 HP. At one point there did not have a health bar. Clutch heal from Nihilus. Rodney getting out on about 300 HP there as well. Ooh, some clutch plays from healers. Love to see it. Both teams are even on structure, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, red team's mid fort is slightly less HP than blue team's, but they're basically even on structure damage. Okay, both teams picking up their camps. Drinker and Rodney on this bottom siege. And most of the blue team in the top left of the map picking up their siege camp too. That's that seed going over to Kugelblitz. Crowd surfer. Look at this crowd surfer position right here. Blue team looking to rotate on the far side, who pushed that siege camp up a bit, but he backed up no problem. They'll free clear it now. I don't know if Rodney's imaginary friends are looking for something onto the hacker, because obviously he doesn't have a structure to go back to, but he's a speedy bush boy, so he also gets away unscathed. Red team picking up their siege camp. Seer on Sylvanas picking up the siege camp for Kugelblitz.
There it is. Gather the seed before your enemy does.
That worth a shot. That was worth a shot. The double sleep KTZ soft synergy, yeah. Wild. Ooh, Dudu Data just missed. So mind control from Sylvanas just missed. She does need to clear that camp up if they want to try and save that structure mid. Crowd surfer. Pommel out onto Mal'Ganis. That is just too much damage for Mal'Ganis to take there, and Anna's in a precarious position now. Oh no, Ninja, you just lost power? Oh no. While this is happening, the hacker's doing stuff mid. He pushed that siege camp up and that structure's gone.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Rodney finding almost two people, then gets a mosh out onto Anna, but unfortunately, Kel'Thuzad was not in that mosh, and he combos ETC to death a little bit. Just a little bit, but they get a trade because Anna goes down too fast out as well. Really good tongue there onto Lenara, but the gust from Ravar means that Lenara will hippity hop away.
My.
I'll go back on camp duty for Rodney's imaginary friends.
I trust you know what to do, heroes.
So they're going to have that camp advantage because blue team actually did not cap their camp. Drag just misses. Chains just miss. That's Glacial Spike used for a bit. Blue team are going to have to clear that camp top.
It is time. Do what must be done.
Oh, barrel roll, nice. Not today, Mal'Ganis. Wisp in that bush. Nihilus takes care of it. Hogger's actually taking their camp because they didn't get it. And they see, red team see the hacker in top, so they know that they're like even team fight in mid. That's chains out into a mind control, into a ghost. Bunch of ults exchange there. Well, I suppose Kel'Thuzar's ult is like a super low cooldown, right? So chains out onto Lunara. Wow, she's hippity hopping. But I think there was a cleanse there. So she actually did not get yoinked towards that glacial spike. Unless her hippity hop makes her unstoppable. Sia and Rayvar going at it down there. Neither one dying. Brendan in a precarious spot but doesn't go down either. Glacial spike, out onto ETC. Brandon, unfortunately, a little bit too slow to add the sleep on top of that. Mind control is a swing and a miss this time, but the cooldown is pretty low. Drinko channeling, because of course this will be objective. That was a good drag out from Arcane to stop the channel, but also Kel'Thuzar's ult would have done it too. Gust out from Rayvar onto three members of the blue team. Unfortunately, the hacker left in a tough spot, gets hippity hopped and stunned, and that is a dead the hacker. Yeah, Gust has been doing work. First objective of the game at 14 minutes, going over to Rodney's imaginary friends. Data out onto Rodney, but he crowd surfs away. Look at that. Crowd surfs away. Mal'Ganis in a really bad spot here. Hordepool out onto Nihilus. Brandon is blind as a batting. And unfortunately, him and his healer both go down before the objective marches into their structures.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
All members of Rodney's imaginary friends taking up a lane and getting some structure pressure. The hacker rotating to help with top. Does try to drag, misses. Red team were there to support anyways. And here's the talents though, team. There is Abolish Magic for Lunara. Criterize from Brewing. Will of the Forsaken for Sylvanas on the left side. Rodney crowd surfing away once again. Level 20 is online now for Rodney's imaginary friends. So we got Galloping Gate for Lunara, No Control, Invisible Friends, Wind Tunnel, and Ride the Lightning. Level 20s. Mind Control missing once more. Red team using the level 20 advantage. Pick up blue team Siege Camp. Rodney looking for something? Slides, tries to mosh, but Nihilus gets the sleep off. I think mosh will only be on a 9-second cooldown. Unfortunately, somehow, Kel'Thuzar... Oh, it was because he did get moshed. Anyway, he was in a really tricky spot there and gets blown up. I was like, how did he end up on that side of that? Oh, yeah. He got moshed like 0.5 seconds before. Briefly. Okay, so we got Hogger doing what Hogger does, taking that bruiser camp for red team top right, and you got Falstad doing what Falstad does, which is putting applying map pressure and using that global. Blue team do pick up their siege camp as well, and once more want to bully Hogger off of this bruiser camp, and they do so, and they get level 20s as well. Red team picking up their siege camp bot right as well. Blue team were looking for a pickup on ETC, but he did slide away, no problem. Level 20s online for both teams. Left side, Seeker Swarm. Dark Lady's Call for Sylvanas. The Damned Return for Kel'Thuzar. Contagion for the Hacker. And Nano Infusion for Anna.
Collect the seed. And don't fret about the shamblers. They don't feel a thing.
This is, of course, only 2 out of 3. The seed, right? So it looks like red team are trying to give it up and then push in to get a structure, or just more progression on structures in mid. Oh, slide into a drag. Brandon coming in the in the back, hot and heavy with the carrion swarm. Oh, Rodney actually teleported with his level 20. And then Anti-Entropy turns around and combos him with the help of a Glacial Spike. That is a drag out onto Ravar. 2 members of a red team go down.
Soon you will have another seed to gather, heroes. It won't be long now.
Bruiser camp being picked up by Kugelblitz. I think they're marching over to red team's siege camp as well. This next seed will be the Garden Terrors for the blue team. But red team can't do much about that because they are down 2 people. So they're just going to have to defend the Terrors, I think.
A seed has sprouted.
Super close game.
Let's not fight over it.
Gonna be an ad. I need to snooze. Snooze it. Blue team picking that up. And they have camps marching down 2 lanes as well. Along with the Terrors. And red team's lanes are really far, really pushed up, so won't take the Terrors long to get to keep wall.
Rise, my terrors. Suck the life from your enemies. March forth.
Sylvanas switching off that building. Lenara trying to put pressure on her to make it harder. KTZ combo does miss. Brandon dodging a slide with a swipe. Blue team actually marching in onto core here. Carrion swarm hitting nobody. But threatening, I guess. Ooh, unfortunately Rodney going down there to a lot of CC. Blind as a bat is out. 2 members of blue team stunned by Asmachad, who now no controls. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh lord. That was a whole lot of stuff going on there from that no control.
They strike the red team's core.
There's just a hacker left on the core. Kel'Thuzad has returned because of phylactery, but that hacker goes down as well. Incredible core defense by red team. 4-1 trade in favor of Rodney's imaginary friends. And they don't even really care about this. I think they might just go and try and end the game. I don't think Kel'Thuzad can end the game for blue team by himself, especially if they leave Ravar there, because Ravar has that the global. So he could just, because now they see anti-entropy.
Team's core is under siege.
I just think that Ravar can probably handle him, because he also has a wind tunnel.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Yeah, and Asmachad's back too, so anti-entropy's down.
Terrors are yours, heroes.
But he had to try. He had to try.
This gift.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe did he? Because there's only 2 members of red team here. Maybe Kel'Thuzad could have popped a combo on him if he stayed for defense. Red team do back up there. Did not get through shields. Red team's core is at 55%. Rodney and Asmachad picking up the bruiser camp in top right. Nice to see 2 of them there. Hopefully that means that blue team, you know, I mean, they are two people down, but they've invaded this camp all game. Blue team picking up their siege camp. Red team picking up their siege camp. It is all chores all the time.
A seed has been planted. It will
Oh,
sprout
the
before
will of the Forsaken to dodge the slide from Rodney and then the cleanse follow up there from Drinko. Amazing. The micro is chef's kiss. Looking for a combo there, but Faustad preemptively barrel rolled away. Yeah, map pressure from red here is... Yeah, Kel'Thuzad did buy time, yeah, for sure.
gathering. I suggest you do it now.
Yeah, because maybe if there wasn't that Kel'Thuzad pressure, Faustad would have just gone with blue team and ended. I don't know. I think it's tit for tat. See, going over to Rodney's imaginary friends, and looks like the teams might clash here on this bruiser camp. Blue team sees Ravar. Red team sees Brandon and maybe's here.
Another seed is about to
Blue team
sprout.
coming to try and get Ravar because, oh, entropy. Oh, Lord. Two members of red team slept into a Kel'Thuzad combo, but really good cleanse there. I don't know if it's from Lunara or Brightwing. Hoarder pull in, unfortunately messes up the mosh, but that's a really good ghost out from Ravar. Brandon, no control. Wow, blinders are batting in the back with the hacker. The hacker, clutch borrow, 800 HP, somehow lives. So many buttons pressed, so much damage done, and nobody dead yet, but Brandon is in a tricky spot. Drag there from Dahaka, just misses. Combo is up from KTZ again, tries it but misses. We've got Asmachad in the blue team. I don't know if he was looking to no control or what. Stuns two members of the blue team. Ravar in there with a lightning rod. We are 1-for-1 trade so far. Woo! Spicy stuff. Blue team got core pressure in mid. Oh, I'm gonna quick snooze it. I think that was the last snooze. So if the game doesn't finish within 5 minutes, I'm sorry, there's gonna be an ad. Ugh. Stun out onto Brandon there. Half HP. There's a gust from Ravar. Blue team are going to clear up this camp in bot lane. Ravar's in a tough spot here. Oh, no control was down. Oh, damn. Second seed going over to Rodney's imaginary friends. So blue team absolutely need to fight the next one. Probably. Red team looking to try and steal blue team siege camp. I think it's a team decision to call that off by the looks of it. Ooh, Ravar. Ooh. Okay, red team getting their siege camp rotating to be with Ravar. Blue team getting their siege camp top left.
Ah, a seed is sprouting. The anticipation is building.
Oh my god, I just sneezed my brains out. Sorry, chat. Oh my god. I have allergies. My lord. Stun out onto ETC, followed up with a mind control, but he's still at 4 HP. Somebody got this camp down here. Was it Ravar? I think Ravar stole the siege camp out from underneath blue team's nose. Yeah, super important. I imagine, yeah, if Red get this, I think if Rodney's imaginary friends gets this, it's game. Gust out onto Brandon there just to stop any shenanigans. Wow, and just like that, red team cap and get the objective. Mind control misses once more. Mosh out into two members of the blue team with Hogger porting in there. No controlling in the backline. Anti-entropy going down. Asmachad going down after the no control. Rodney in the backline gets slept. That's too much damage from Sylvanas, unfortunately. Mind control out again, and it does hit Drinko, but this time not enough follow-up damage there. Thanks, Valk. I tried to mute my microphone, but I accidentally muted the HOTS music, like the HOT sound. So then you heard my incredible sneeze. Sneeze like a man, I'm sorry. Drag out from the hacker does miss. A lot of blue team are up. They could defend this, and we could be living in Garden of Terror for the rest of our lives, chat.
They strike the blue team's core.
Blue team successfully defend mid and bot terrors. Top terror still has to go through a keep, so this looks just like a successful defense. Yeah, good defense, blue team. Oh yeah, both healers are working really hard. Are we gonna have a fight over this? Are blue team daring? Are they thinking about it? They're thinking about it. Might be too slow. Rodney's onto it. Dodges the sleep. Red team do cap that bruiser camp. Are blue team out, or are they still looking for something? Next team fight wins it. KTC combo misses. Blue team gonna clear up this camp, I think. Yep. Garden of Attrition. Yeah, absolutely. Blue team clear out that bruiser camp, and red team get that siege camp out, marching down mid. Hoggle back on the siege camp bot right. Looks like Rodney's looking for something over here. Blue team cap their siege camp top left, and looks like maybe we're gonna have a fight over these. Mal'Ganis is mid right now.
You would best be ready to gather another seed, hero.
But the thing is, Sylvanas has an easy get out, so if Rodney commits there to try and get her and she gets out, then that's it. That's game. Yeah, hella tense match, eh? Hey, I have one more snooze. Okay. One more snooze, so done it. I said down there, just making sure that camp gets pushed up. Well, 2 camps gets pushed up in bot. So blue team are going to have to respond to that. This is 1 out of 3 on the seed. I don't think blue team really need to fight this. Nihilus is deep. Oh, never mind. We had anti-entropy being engaged on by red team. I didn't even see that. I was like, why is Nihilus deep? I was more worried about what was happening in bot lane with that macro pressure.
Team's core is under attack.
It was Kethazard that went down though, so Kethazard is back up because of the phylactery. Red team captured that seed, 1 out of 3. Anti-entropy was like, you know what, actually, I wanted you to kill me so I could go back and clear. Thanks. The hacker picking up blue team's siege camp here. Level 26, 29 minutes and 58 seconds. Garden of Terror.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
Yeah, so this next seed is spawning on Kugelblitz's side of the map. Mind control out from behind a bush, and it hits Felstad. Felstad going down, forcing red team to try and respond. Hortapult into a mosh. Oh my gosh, 2 members of red team down now. Nihilus looking incredibly low, but probably will get a cooldown before he dies of poison. No, it doesn't. So that's a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Kugelblitz, who are marching in onto the core now.
Red team's core is under attack.
And there is just Lunara and Brightwing to try and stop this mind control out onto both of them? Well, that can't be right. But, oh my gosh, GG, well played. That means the series goes over to Kugelblitz 2-1. That was so close. 31 minutes. Here are the stats too. Yeah, Ravar 212k siege damage. Kel'Thuzad 215k siege damage. XP from Dahaka 35k soak. Falstad 32k soak. And the talents, Oh, over yonder. Power slide peak. The Mal'Ganis, man. Mal'Ganis. Yeah, Phylactery getting so much value. Absolutely. If that was anyone else that died up there, if it was not Kel'Thuzad and it was anyone else, I think that game would have been red team. But it was Kel'Thuzad and he had Phylactery. God, that must be frustrating. Oh, yeah, I can't snooze this. There is going to be an ad in 1 minute. Just checking. Yeah, huge props from Mal'Ganis creating so much space with the level 20, allowing KDZ combos to land. We're splitting the team as much as the Gossamer. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I just saw Mal'Ganis eing out of bushes, and it just made red team just part, or it forced bottoms out. Really fun to watch. See, KLA isn't in. Usually I chat with like KLA. I'm just seeing if. I'm waiting for this ad, and then we can go, because I think there's some other casts happening. Did this just start? Ends it? No, it didn't. Let's check. No, that's not. That one is not still going. Doo -doo. Oh, it looks like Snarf's actually going to continue and play Master Storm League. So maybe we can go over there. You love never knowing what's like? Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll just go over to Snarf. GG's, well played both teams. This has been Heroes of the Storm. I've been Psychopants, and you have been awesome. Oh, peace.